See you in a couple of days. Hopefully you're still here.
If you have been following my channel, you might be a bit confused on what's going on right now. Now, the past few episodes have focused on my time exploring Colorado's beautiful fall colors while also checking off some bucket list spots like the unforgettable Crystal Mill. Yet here I am saying my goodbyes to the van. Now trust me, this trip isn't over just yet. I'm just having to make a quick detour to Denver to catch a flight, but I'm going to share more on that with you guys at the end. For this video, I wanted to switch things up with how I produced it. Today, I'm taking you along as we drive over the iconic Independence Pass. It's one of the most stunning routes you can find during fall with endless views, towering peaks, and brilliant golden aspens lining the road. Now, of course, what's a Colorado trip without a few surprises? So buckle up, enjoy the scenery, and stay tuned until the end to hear what's coming next on this journey.
Now, I will say roads like this make the suspension upgrade I did on the van completely worth it. Yes, the suspension upgrade's fantastic for going off on dirt roads, but for roads like this, being able to go and stiffen that suspension up on that number 3 setting to keep from rocking during these mountain turns makes it so much less sketchy. I bet if I had my original van suspension on this, this would be a very uncomfortable drive because there's drop-offs on both sides. I don't know if you guys can see it on the GoPro footage, but yeah, there's just all these drop-offs on both sides and all these curves and stuff. Getting that death wobble or that broke neck wobble, whatever you want to call it, that the sprinters usually have until you upgrade the suspension, would have, man, made this a lot more difficult. Now it's just kind of an enjoyable ride. So it's been 3 years since I have done this drive. Me and my good friend Aaron, which you guys have seen in one of my videos, he helps me with my cabinet that has all my photography equipment in it. And we were in Chicago for a friend's wedding, and we both decided we had a couple days extra to kill. So we flew into Denver, got a rental car, and we drove down to Aspen and went to the Bells. That was the first time I ever went there. And we did this Independence Pass then, and it's nice. We were kind of hurried, so we didn't really get to sit and enjoy it as much, but it's kind of nice that I'm able to take my time a little bit more and kind of look down on everything, and man, it's gorgeous. And we've been kind of spoiled for weather. It's been in the 70s pretty much every day and dry. But today, still dry. It's currently 37 degrees, but we are coming up to the Continental Divide, and I'll put an exact elevation here on the screen, and it probably will say when we get to the sign, but you know, we're way up here. And it is currently 37 degrees outside, so definitely a lot chillier this morning, and which is kind of nice. It gives a nice crisp breath when you breathe in. I could probably come up and spend a lot of time just parking off in these little park offs and walking down to the river here and photographing little cascades and stuff, because that is beautiful looking. I don't have the time right now, so that kind of sucks, but definitely something to put in the back pocket for the future. Now I was going to fly the drone, and I think I talked to you guys probably about this in a voiceover, but this is all technically wilderness area, and you can't fly a drone in a wilderness area. So there's little slivers of just regular Forest Service, but while trying to drive and plan out the drone flight, that it would be pretty difficult to keep it in that little sliver of area. So it's just best to not. Makes it a little bit more difficult to shoot B-roll, which is why we're doing this kind of drive-through. We're trying lots of different things in this video, guys. Lots of different things. That was close. Almost hit a deer and a fawn. That was little too close for comfort, but thankfully the speed limit's only 35 miles an hour, so and up this pass right now I'm kind of cruising between 30 35 and no issues to kind of stop. You obviously don't want to lock them up, lock your brakes up if you don't have to, so especially I got someone behind me, but I could see them sitting in the bushes there, so I kind of knew, and it's like, don't do it, don't bolt. But for some reason they always think last second is the time for them to cross. So just staying put, they decide, nope, time to run across the road and hopefully not get hit. Hi friends. I tell you what, we are encountering some wildlife on the Independence Pass this morning. Group of ewes and lambs. Been cool to see a nice big ram right there, but still cool to see some Rocky Mountain bighorns. We got the deserts back home. That's usually what I go around chasing with my camera. I do wish I left myself a little bit more time because this is absolutely gorgeous, and there's definitely a few spots I would want to bust out the camera equipment. We might see is if I find a little pull off down here, I might grab a shot. I grabbed a shot to see what we can create, but I think we're getting a little low. Definitely lots of good viewpoints up there at the Independence Pass, so always a good reason to come back. So I just looked on Onyx and we are now out of the wilderness area and in just good old-fashioned Forest Service land, so get some drone footage going because this is way too cool to not get some drone footage of. Okay, well, we are pulling into where I'm parking, so we'll see what happens here. I got stuck in some traffic on the 70, so my margin kind of got ate up a little bit, but I think we should still be fine. This is like 10 minutes from the airport, so as long as I'm kind of checking in around 12:30,
in 500 feet,
I'll be a-okay. So I do have some time, but not as much as I wanted, so I'm gonna have to move a little bit quicker. Hello. I have a reservation on the app, so... Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. You too. That was pretty seamless, so let's see if we can find parking. She said there's some bigger parking along the wall. but I got a ways to go, looks like. There's another bigger camper back here. So I'm gonna swing over here and park. And then I gotta switch a bunch of gear around, get packed up, and get this sucker secured. Okay, so what I need to do is try and fit as much gear in here as I can, which should be quite a bit. See you in a couple of days. Hopefully you're still here.
So why did I drive all the way to Denver to catch a flight? Well, it's for a long overdue reunion with some of my closest friends in life. Before I started this nature photography journey, I was actually a PGA golf professional focused on coaching and development. During my undergraduate years at UNLV, I had to complete 4 summer internships per the PGA of America's requirements. One of those took me to Montgomery County, Maryland, where I spent the summer teaching junior golf camps in the blistering, swampy heat. The 2 friends I'm about to see were my roommates back then, and man, when I tell you we had the best summer, you're just gonna have to believe me. Now, one of them is a diehard, and I mean diehard, Penn State fan, and actually is now a big shot at the Penn State golf courses. Now, he's been pushing me and our other friend to come out for a game for years, and this weekend, all the stars aligned, so we had to jump on the opportunity. So instead of driving 10 hours back home to fly out of Vegas, which almost always had a layover in Denver, I decided to just fly straight out of Denver. And even better, I was able to get a flight for my wife with our points so she could join me on the backside of this trip, which has me really excited because I can't wait to show her all the mountain vistas that I've grown to love. Now that's a wrap on today's episode, and I know this was a bit different than my usual style, and well, that's intentional. I'm slowly testing different types of content to see what you all enjoy most, so I have a good idea what to create when planning for the next year. So if you'd like to see more videos like this, please let me know down in the comment section. Now I'm really excited for next week's adventure, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out.